Hello everyone, I am going to explain exercise 3.1 from class 11. So first we'll start from the notes of chapter 3. Before doing exercise 3.1, we should know some formulas that one by one first we'll understand. First, angles. So angles means what is the meaning of angle? First it should be very clear to us. Angle is a measure of rotation of a given ray about its initial point. So I have a figure here, then it will be clear for you. So this ray is named as the initial ray, and this point O is named as vertex. So if we rotate this ray in one side, then how much this rotation? So this rotation is measured, and that measurement is named as the angle. So once again, just see the definition of angle. Angle is a measure of rotation. So through angle, what we are going to measure? Rotation. So angle is a measure of rotation of a given ray about its initial point. So from its initial point, how much the ray is rotating, that measurement is named as angle. Now the point B is the original ray is called the initial side, and the final position of the ray after rotation is called the terminal side. So in this figure you see, this is the initial ray, and after some rotation where it reaches, that is named as the terminal side. So this is terminal side and this is initial side. So I hope it's clear to you. So angle have three main terminology. First is vertex, that is this point O is named as the vertex. This ray from where it's starting the rotation, that is named as the initial side, and where it is ending the rotation, that side, that ray which formed is named as terminal side. Now type of angles. So on the basis of rotation, there are two type of angles. First, if it is rotating along the anti-clockwise, you see this direction is anti-clockwise. If the angle is rotating along the anti-clockwise, then it is named as the positive angle. And just opposite of it, instead of anti-clockwise, if the angle is going to rotate along the clockwise, then it is named as the negative angle. So only two type of angles is there on the basis of rotation, positive angle and the negative angle. Now we will see how the angles are measured, in which units the angles are measured. So there are two measurements. First is degree measure, and then next one is the radian measure. So degree measure, what is the meaning of degree measure? We are going to understand. So students, just see in the figure. In the figure, if this terminal ray means if this ray take one complete round and reaches to its original position, then it is named as the complete angle, which you might already studied in your previous classes. So in complete rotation, how much angle is covered? That is, you already know complete angle measurement is 360 degree. So from there, this knowledge we will use to understand the degree measure. One complete revolution is equal to 360 degree, and so this is named as mainly the degree measure, and further the degree measure is subdivided like the distance is measured in kilometer, then meter, then centimeter, then millimeter, like this, and all these units are convertible. In the same way, degree have also some subunits. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and it is represented as 61 dash. So it is read as 60 minute, and 1 minute further subdivided into the 60 seconds. So 2 dashes means it's in second. So I hope it's clear. First degree, then minute, and then second. And relation is like this. One complete revolution is 360 degree, and 1 degree is 60 minutes, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. Now we will move to the radian measure. And students, one complete revolution you already understood, that is equal to 360, but in radian it is named as 2 pi radian. So conclusion is 2 pi radian is equivalent to the 360 degree. So it is named as 2 pi radian. So relation between degree and radian. So one complete revolution is equal to 360 degree equal to 2 pi radian. Means it is degree measure and it is radian measure. and both are equal. So from here we are going to convert. So 1 degree is equal to, because we want 1 degree, so this 360 will move down. Cancel it, you will get pi upon 180 radian. So this is going to be very useful for us, that 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. Now here, and since again we want 1 radian equal to how many degrees, so we will start 2 pi radian equal to 360. Since we want 1 radian, so 2 pi is a shift down. Cancel it, so you will get 1 upon 180 degree upon pi. So 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi. It's also an important formula. So I hope a little bit means it's clear to you what is degree measure and what is radian measure. So nothing is there, students. Simply you have to take care that in one complete round 360 degree, so it is in degree measure, and in one complete round 2 pi radian, that is in radian measure. And then you should know the conversion, that is 1 degree is equal to pi upon 80 radian. This opposite of it, 1 radian is equal to 180 degree upon pi. So now we'll start the exercise, because in the exercise only these two formulas we are going to use. That's it. So we'll start the exercise. Exercise first, trigonometry function, chapter name it is exercise 3.1. We'll start the first question. The question first is, find the radian measure corresponding to the following degree measure. So these degree measures are available to us. These degree measures we have to convert into the radian measure. So first we'll write down, we'll solve the first part. We have to convert the 25 degrees. So first we'll write down the formula. 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. Here degree will not come, students. Let's cancel it. It's wrong. And so what will come here? Only pi upon 180 radian. Now we want 25 degrees. So 25 will come in multiply, and then just multiply them or cancel. Then after cancellation you will get pi 5 pi upon 360. So if you are writing here, don't write these degree symbols here, simply because it's in radius, or in other words we can say that degree and degree will cancel each other. So you can carry on like this also. So I hope it's clear to you how we are done, because 1 degree is pi upon 180 radian, so 25 degree is this much. Now we'll move to the next. Here we have to convert minus 47 degree and 30 minutes. Since in the formula we have only 1 degree equal to, here there is no minute and no second, so only 1 degree is there. That's why the complete angle should be in only degree, not in minute and not in seconds. And if minutes and seconds are appearing, then you have to convert into the degree. So how we can convert? We can convert it by the formula. You see the formula I might wrote here. Once we move back here, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So if you want 1 minute, then how much is going to be the 1 minute? The 60 will come down. So 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. What I said, 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. So students, in this question here, to change it to the degree, 47 is already in degree. To change 30 also in the degree, we'll multiply it by 1 upon 60, because just now I made you clear that 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. How much is that? 1 upon 60. That's why the 60 came down. Now cancel it. So you will get here half. So it's a mixed fraction. To convert into the simple fraction, 47 multiplied by 2 plus 1, that will give you minus 95 upon 2 degrees. Now since angle is converted into the degree, so we can use this formula. 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radians. Here again degree will not come, students. Don't write here degree. Now 95 upon 2 degree is equal to, we will multiply and now cancel it, or after all the cancellation you will get minus 19 pi upon 72 radian. Now third question. In third question already the angle is in degree, so directly write the formula. So since 1 degree is pi upon 180 radian, here degree will not come. So 240 pi upon 180, then multiply them, you will get 4 pi upon 3 radian. Now in fourth part also it is directly in degree, so write here 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian, then 520 is equal to, just multiply them, that will give you 26 pi upon 9 radian. So I hope the question number 1 might be clear to you all. Simply we had used the formula 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. Now only one question is little bit problematic, that is question number 2. In that this 30 is in minute, so this 30 minute you have to change in the degree, because in the formula we have only 1 degree, there is no minute. That's why your angle should complete be in the degree only. That's why this 30 minutes is changing to the degree. For that you have to multiply it by 1 upon 60, because 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. That will give you the mixed fraction. Mixed fraction convert into the simple fraction and then just convert it. So students, before doing this exercise, the notes should be very clear to you. And if you have any problem or any suggestions, you can write in the comment so that we can improve ourselves. Thank you.